Whistling Gardens is Canada's newest botanical garden, and it's only been open for 4 years. It was created by Darren Heimbecker. After visiting many of the finest botanical gardens in Europe, Darren was inspired to create his own, practically on our doorstep. It's in the village of Wilsonville, just south of Brantford.
You lead the way. You see something that catches your eye. That Edo is still going to come. Yep. Oh, well, that's hard to tell.
I'm Darren Heimbecker, and I'm the creator and owner of Whistling Gardens. Whistling Gardens it's a nursery, it's a garden center, and most recently, starting our 4th season now, it's a botanical garden spanning almost 20 acres of property out here. I would say that our biggest features within the gardens themselves is most likely the Conifer Collection, which is regarded as one of the largest collections in the world. There's approximately 2,500 different varieties and species and hybrids of conifers out here. I'm not sure what the rarest conifer is in the collection, but I do have a foxtail pine, which I believe is the only one in Canada. I have a feeling it's the only specimen. It is distantly related to a bristlecone pine, and I don't know of anybody else who has it. We've sort of hidden it in a secret place. And I also have a very rare fir tree that came from China. There's only 3 living specimens left in the world in its natural habitat.
Part of the problem with it is somehow genetically it's forgetting how to reproduce itself. It doesn't want to make cones. So right now the only way to propagate this plant is vegetatively, where we would just cut off a graft here and you'd probably put it onto a Fraser fir and use the understock to get this plant going again.
Rare indeed. Can I borrow a shovel?
Well, yeah, I think I do have a sharp one in the shed.
The other major collection that has been donated to us, essentially the entire collection, is our Peony Collection, which now is roughly around 700 varieties and species of peonies. And it's continuing to grow at approximately 60 to 80 to 100 plants and varieties per season. My motivation with gardening definitely stems from my grandparents. My grandmother and grandfather used to live in Paris, Ontario. My grandma used to grow all the flowers for the town of Paris, and I was forever in those greenhouses with her at a very young age, and I think it just rubbed off on me. I think what finally sealed the deal for me to try to start my own garden is a trip to Longwood Gardens in Pennsylvania. I walked through the gates there to see the DuPont estate at Longwood Gardens, and I thought that's what I want to do for my life, is become a gardener.
A garden on this scale and with this number of plants requires multiple visits throughout all seasons to see the different plants at their best. It may be years before some of the tree's specimens reach their full potential, but what a place to see now and witness the birth of one man's dream. Any questions? Email me at garden@gto.net. I'm David Hobson for therecord.com.